Hi, Richie here with a special message from Sinclair Law. Over the last few weeks, you might have heard Sin reference a location called Party Village and wondered what the hell she was on about. Well, the answer is simple. It's a name she came up with at about 2 a.m. in the morning while drinking heavily, and refers to the little path that connects the abandoned old workshop to Cathedral Ward. Like all of our worst content, this was originally safely sealed away on Patreon, but enough people asked about Party Village that Sin has unwisely chosen to release it publicly. So let's enjoy episode 3 of What, Where, Why, Locations of Bloodborne, Party Village.
Hi Richie!
Hi Sin!
Hi everyone, and welcome to What, Where, Why Locations of Bloodborne,
You laugh
Episode
first.
3.
You laugh first.
Episode 3. And today, we're going to talk about the isolated streets in Cathedral Ward after falling down the church workshop tower, which were suggested by Eli.
Thank you, Eli.
Thank you, Eli. So Richie?
Yes.
Let me send you the outline, because you actually can't see it. So, let's first do the what point. Can you please tell me what is the name of this location in English?
I will look it up. Hang on. I know that there is art of this area, but I think it's just called Cathedral Ward.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Oh no, I think it does have an official name.
Oh my god, what a revelation. What is it?
Oh no, it doesn't. That's another street.
Oh. You got us excited there, Rich, and then you just broke our hearts.
I mean,
it's okay, don't worry, we'll name it by the end of the episode.
No, but I think it might be like.
Okay, tell us your theories.
Okay, so I'm looking. Hang on, I'll send it to you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if this is that little alley or it's the place where Ariana is.
This is the abandoned old workshop, Richie.
Yes, look above that.
What? You just sent me a picture of the abandoned old workshop.
No, I didn't.
I don't understand what's happening. It
Oh
says
my God.
abandoned old workshop.
Is
this Ludwig's workshop?
I'm going to zoom out
Is the
and show you.
old workshop the Ludwig workshop? Why are you trying to confuse me?
See how there's two pictures?
Okay, well, this is what you should have sent. Oh my god. Oh my, why did you send me the one that has fucking Ludwig workshop on it? Is this
It's
Ludwig
a link.
workshop?
It's a link to the image.
Is this Ludwig workshop? So that everybody's on board. So this is Ludwig workshop, and it was called Abandoned Old Workshop. For a second, I confused it with German's workshop, but it is not a street, and that's what Richie sent me, because that's what I clicked it.
Okay.
Now he sent me a picture. Let's look at the actual picture. Give me a second. Let me concentrate. Okay. I think...
So if anyone out there wants to confirm this and you have a copy of the Bloodborne art book, the alleyway and the workshop are on the same page, and Sin just looked at half of it.
The lower half. I didn't look.
Not
you
even
sent
the
me
upper
the lower
half.
You sent me the link.
I sent you the whole thing.
Oh my god! You sent me the link. The link generated the lower half in the preview. That's what I clicked. I'm already looking at the good one. I don't know why you're stuck in the past, Richie. You need to move on. Okay, so I'm looking at the top picture right now. The right one.
I'll send you a higher resolution one. Fair.
Why did you send me this to begin with? Oh my god! Literally. Okay, so I see. So this could be where Ariana lives, but this could also be the other place.
Yeah, and
You know what?
it's also possible that it's just
I'm gonna check
generic
right now.
alleyways. No,
No,
I
we're gonna
don't.
go
It
check.
doesn't really match either of them.
Okay. I'm gonna go check. You keep talking.
I mean, it's possible. It's just as you come out of the base of the workshop drop, but it's like they might have changed the layout.
There's a sign there. It's like
Yeah,
on the top
it's
left.
the one with the saw. Yeah.
I'll go there and I'll look for the sign.
The reason that I think it might be an older version of the area that
Mm-hmm.
we're
Is that what
talking.
shows up in the trailer?
What I'm getting at is
What I'm getting at is, Sin, don't interrupt me. I'm so smart, Shin. Answer my question. Is that in the trailer or in one of the previews?
nothing I'm aware of in the game actually matches that layout
I
exactly.
didn't ask you the game. I asked you about the previews. Remember, there's like a preview
Yeah,
when the
if he
game
was
starts.
using the same map that's in the game.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Richie.
Yeah. So
You're very nice and smart.
the reason I'm saying it might be the area that we're supposed to be talking about is that it's on the same page as the workshop and they're connected in game.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I think it might be, but I don't think anything really matches this layout. Because it looks like I can tell you, like, if you were standing near where the brain sucker stairs are and looking out toward the lift, you would kind of get this, but it wouldn't have like the path would stop, it wouldn't continue round. So I think this might just be like this is what the alleys of Yarnum would look like, but it's not of a specific area.
So it's a general alley, but we could extrapolate from this that all alleys in Yarnum are called back alley.
Well, yeah, they are, but that's true in real life as well. An alley is just called an alley.
No, I mean, like, maybe it's like there's just one street in Yarnum and it just like twists around and creates all the streets and it's called the back alley street. So it's really hard to get around. It's like, where is back alley street? Well, you're on it all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm glad we argued for 8 minutes to reach this.
Me too. All right, what's the official name in Japanese?
I don't know.
Do you think I don't know is an acceptable answer at this point?
Okay, alright, fine. I'm gonna have to copy out the kanji by hand.
Yes, please.
Alright then. This might take a while. How's your day been?
It's good. I'm going to check up on the alley right now. So I'm exiting the church where Amelia used to live.
Yeah.
And I'm just running down the stairs.
Okay.
I'm running past some giants and some more giants.
Yeah.
There are no people here. Some dogs.
Alfred might be there.
Oh yeah, he's somewhere around maybe.
Yeah.
There's some giants in really fancy hats. I guess to protect themselves from that Yarnum sun.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't like these ones because I'm too smart, because I have too much insight. They have eyes on their stupid lantern. Don't appreciate that. Okay, so now I'm where Ariana was, but actually right now she's in the chapel.
Yeah.
And so is the skeptical man.
Yeah.
So now I'm by Ariana's house. Okay, so let me go back here. I'm going forward. So there's a lantern here. Let me see for any signs of like pancarte and stuff, of like banners, and to see if Jesus Christ! Oh my God! There was a guy hiding in a corner, Richie.
I hope you're recording this and you actually use it in the episode.
Okay.
The footage, yeah. Just make sure you hit share at the end. So.
Okay. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh my God! But now I'm so like I'm so spooked I can't fight the other guy now.
You need a bit of a rest.
I need to sit down. Okay. So there's another guy with a stupid like shotgun or whatever. Okay. Okay. So I don't see anything that's okay. On this picture, we don't see the clock tower, which we see from Ariana Street.
Yeah.
But also, do we see any signs?
You see the bell there. That's quite rare. There's a bell.
Isabel? Who's that? Is that a new character we just invented? I see a bell, but is this on? I see a bell in my game, but is the bell in the picture?
No. I'm just saying
So
there's like a
why does
really
it matter
there's
to
like a
me,
rare
Richie?
bell there.
Why do I care if it's not in the picture? Focus. Thank you, Richie. Okay. So now, I don't. Okay, I see a pancarte. The hanging one on the left. It's here. Okay, I
Uh-huh.
see one. I see the archway and the pancarte. Okay, this might be it. Kinda. Exciting, but there's fog. It's hard to see what it says exactly. But yeah, okay. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh, I just found the church garb on there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
It's a shame we're
so
not doing this alley, because you'd actually have quite a bit to say about it.
and I see the okay after the pancarte. There's like a lamp. I see it here.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the banner and there's the lamp. Um, there's no wheelchair specifically. Let's see if there's this carriage with stuff on it. There's a coffin on the other side. I think this kind of might be it so far. Okay. Oh, and there's this window before here that's like barred off. Do I see it here? Uh, with the like to the right with the bars, you know?
Yeah.
I don't see it here though. But the suspicious guy has kind of a thing like that. Okay, so far it kind of looks like this could be our spot because of specifically the store or whatever thing hanging there, as well as the light further down. There are stairs, but I don't see stairs in the picture necessarily. Okay. So now we gotta go to the old workshop. No,
Yeah.
the Gurman workshop. And then go down that street and try to see. Okay.
Yeah. It means back alley, by the way. The kanji.
Oh, it meets back alley?
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Thank you, Richie. But it might be the wrong alley. But if my theory is correct, everything is back alley. Okay. So, what is that specific location?
It's a back alley. So
where
just
is the
in case
workshop?
anyone is lost and confused at this point, the area we're talking about is when you fall down the workshop and there's a beast possessed soul.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you beat them, there's a small back alley that leads to an elevator back to Cathedral Ward, and then it also leads to a brain sucker. If you go in the other direction, that's guarding a blood gem.
And there's like Bagman there too.
Yeah, I'm just going to shut my door because it blew open because it's quite windy.
Oh, that's spoopy.
There's wind indoors. That's how much wind there is.
Oh my god. What the F, Australia? Get it together.
All right.
So I'm there and I see two banners here on the left. Two on the right.
There's also this is one of the places that it does a kind of horror game thing the rest of the game doesn't really
Yeah.
do, where it's really quiet. But then if you walk by the bottles, they will like
Yeah.
move and fall over and make
Yeah.
like a loud crashing sound, which the rest of the game doesn't do. This part of Yarnum, it feels kind of like a different game, like a different design methodology went into it. It's a lot more of like a horror situation. It's quite tense, and it only lasts for a very short amount of time.
Yeah, it would have been
Yeah,
cool if it was more like that. I would have appreciated.
yeah. It would be a lot scarier if you went here at the start of the game when you were really vulnerable.
Yeah.
But the problem is, by the time you get there, you've probably already like you would have had to have beaten old Yarnum already. So I don't think anything here is really going to worry you. It's just some huntsmen.
There's a bagman that's worrying
There's the
me right
bagman.
now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no! No, no, no! Oh my god, no, don't take me to Yahargul. I have to cover this area. Okay. Okay. Ah! Oh my god! Bagman, stop it!
Do you
Okay.
want me to do this part next time?
No, I'm doing
Okay.
great. I beat him.
Okay.
Okay. So, Richie, I'm in the alley that we're actually talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to think that the picture that you sent me is more of the Ariana's alley than this one.
Okay. Well, I imagine we can also call that back alley.
Yeah, okay. So
Or
let's think. Yeah.
Urorochi.
Raji.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. So Richie, what's the next question on the outline? When was it built? Oh, well, you described it. There's a question here described it, and you kind of did. Unless you want to talk about it more.
I can talk
You want
about
to
it a little bit. Okay.
Okay. So
Okay,
go ahead.
so what happens is after you go down it's like the tower basically that the old workshop is in, the church workshop. You reach the bottom and there is a beast possessed soul. You beat the beast possessed soul, or you just run by it. You open
Mm-hmm.
you open the door and there is this little back alley, and it's technically part of Cathedral Ward, but it sort of, you might get a little confused about where you are because it's sort of disorienting. You fall all the way down the tower and everything. And it's just a series of very narrow streets that lead to an elevator that loops back round into Cathedral Ward. So it's how you would get into Cathedral Ward if you didn't have the Hunter Chief emblem. And it's sort of interestingly constructed because there's the main streetway that you take to get there, where you just bolt down the middle of the street and then turn left and you'd be at the elevator. Or you can take a back sort of street, like the alley has its own alleys. You can take this sort of back alley route there, where you won't be caught by the patrolling hunters that are there. And there's a snatcher there and you'll actually go behind them so they won't see you. But when you're in that alleyway, there's crows and dogs, and if you make too much noise fighting them, it will alert the enemies around you. So it weirdly becomes almost like a survival horror thing. Like you don't want to, or it's like the closest it gets to actually having stealth. But like we were saying, it's sort of odd that it's a place that you probably find like a good way into the game. If this had been at the very beginning when you don't have any armor and you're like really underleveled, it would sort of make more sense as like a tense situation. But you can just, like, by the time you're there, it's probably quicker to just kill everything than try to sneak around. It's also a place where you find a brain sucker, which are not that common like an enemy type. So this is a place you can encounter them early. It's one of 2 brain suckers you find in Cathedral Ward, and you also find those very odd sort of Great One looking headstones there, and a bunch of Madman's knowledge. And you can. There's unique hunters there, unique huntsmen that have what looks like the butcher set on. They have these sort of So it's like a very odd, distinctive location that is also really short, and you can just run through. And you get the Yharnam set there, the rumpled Yharnam hat and the sweaty clothing.
And I'm looking at it now. There's a lot of like rags hanging as if they're hanging to dry, but they're all not like they're not wearable. It's just rags.
I think they're
like
banners.
bloody rags. What?
Because if you go to like Old Yharnam, there's all these red banners hanging up. I think they're like flags.
But some of them white and just bloody. Some of them are gray and bloody. These are not. What? Somebody needs to take care of their banners then. This is not acceptable. The wells have no water under decorative wells. These are the banners. Like, who are they trying to trick and impress? Like, we're fancy, we have banners, look, and it's that.
Maybe it was a welcoming party for the Snatcher who showed up.
Oh my god. Okay. And when was it built?
Well, it looks like it's pretty old. In comparison, like it's I guess like Yharnam's built like from like the higher you go, the newer it is. Basically, 'cause it's almost like sedimentary rock with all these layers in it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like it's not as old as Old Yharnam, but it looks like it's a bit older than the Grand Cathedral. Like it's probably the buildings that were built around, like, and then the cathedral sort of grew out of there. Because it's all interconnected, so it doesn't look like it happened accidentally. Although, interestingly, like there is... Are you still there?
Yeah, what's up?
If you face where the elevator is, you can see that there's like it's like almost like a portcullis that could have come down and blocked off the elevator at some point.
A what? What's that?
You know, like an iron gate that sort of like comes down from the roof.
Oh,
What do you mean you don't know? It's there.
Oh, I see. Oh my god, Richie. Bully. Yeah, I'll see. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if like maybe at some point that elevator was... I mean, it would make sense if it wasn't always there because it's quite a complicated thing to build. So like probably like that street might have led somewhere else, kind of like Yahagol. And then over time they...
with you, Richie.
Yeah.
Just like the rest of the things in Yharnam, including the wells, this gate looks decorative. It's just built into the ceiling. Like, oh, we have gates in Yharnam. Look. Can you close it? No.
Okay, this series was your idea, and I am indulging you.
I love it. I'm discovering so much about Yharnam.
Yeah.
They're all about appearances.
I am trying to explain like how this could make sense to you. So if you take it like, you know how Yahagol has like an obvious ending to it that's bricked up?
Yeah.
Clearly it used to go somewhere. It's possible that like that's what's going on here, where this street used to lead somewhere else, and then as they built the Grand Cathedral kind of above it, they blocked off that part of it and constructed the elevator. And that's why there's a gate that has no purpose to it. It reminds me a lot of Lower Undead Burg in Dark Souls.
How so?
Because Lower Undead Burg is like a bunch of little narrow streets that it's like cut off from the rest of Undead Burg. You just sort of go through these narrow streets and get ambushed.
Okay.
It's a bit more complex though, because in Lower Undead Burg, there's only one path in that. You just have to run through it. Whereas here, you can sneak around a bit more.
Thank you, Richie. And who built this?
I feel like this question is like...
I feel like you should answer the question.
Whoever built Yharnam.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's going to be the answer to almost all of them.
That's good, because maybe at some point we'll be like, this doesn't look like it was built by someone who built Yharnam, you know?
But I feel like that's more a when was it built and why.
No, maybe there were just two people like building at the same time. You don't know. We'll find out thanks to this awesome series. And Richie, which materials were used?
Rocks.
Yeah.
Rocks
Thank you.
cleverly hewn into brick-like shapes.
Thank you, Richie. Now, where is this location located?
It's under Cathedral Ward. I mean, it is part of Cathedral Ward. It's just like the lower part. Yeah.
So I just saved the clip. Remind me that I have it.
Okay.
Note to self in Discord.
Yeah.
I have clip. Okay. So now, let's move on to why. Why
Okay.
was this built?
It's a city. I feel like it's something that you don't need to explain like why it was built because it's connecting other parts of the city
It's
together. It's
not
a
connecting
street.
anything, though.
No, but it was. So the question isn't why that was built. It's that the reason it's not connecting anything is because of things that were built around it. So like I mean it connects to that
It kind
tower
of
where the
connects.
workshop
Yeah,
is. Yeah. So like if okay, here's a way of looking at it, right? It's part of the tower that the workshop is. So it's possible that in the olden days before like in the old version of Yharnam, you would go if you wanted to go to that tower where the workshop is, you would go from where the elevator is and you'd walk down the street and it would lead to the tower. Because it's also near where the workshop, Gurman's workshop is, and the Gurman's workshop's implied to be like very, very, very old in comparison to the rest of Yharnam, that like the church sort of built itself around that. Yeah, so
And do you think, because this alley, again, it looks sort of like, I guess, secluded or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you think this was like a specific neighborhood? Like, let's say, like all the artists live here, or all the like musicians or something, or like
no, but what I'm
or...
the gamers of Yharnam, the Healing Church esports team that they used to attract new recruits.
Yes.
What I was getting at is like this probably wasn't always secluded. Because it was probably like this was the ground level of Yharnam, and then as the cathedrals got more and more opulent and enormous, they began to dwarf it. Because you can see that like that tower where the workshop is, it's connected to other buildings, but it's connected in kind of a weird haphazard way. Where like in order to get like there's this upper cathedral bridge thing. And that bridge, if you depending on how you take the Hunter's Nightmare, that bridge wasn't always there. Like it was built later on. Because it's not in the Nightmare where you see the old version of the cathedral. So I'm wondering if like that tower had some other purpose, like it was like a garrison or something, and then or just a watchtower for Yharnam in the old days. And then when the church built the bridge, they sort of repurposed like, oh, we've got this tower we can use to get to and from it, and then they sort of built around it.
My note was rated fine. Do you know what I do now when my note is rated fine?
What?
Hey, note, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, note. Hey, note. Thank you, Richie. So what's its current purpose?
Doesn't have one. Like it's just this little forgotten part of Cathedral Ward.
Like a cute little part. Like I like this. You know what I mean? I guess out of all the places in Yharnam, I'd like to live here because it seems like its own little thing. Like it seems like you know everybody here. It's like a little mini city. You know?
Yeah. So you see the brain sucker on your way to buy some blood. See the guy with a bag on his head, and you wait to buy some blood.
Yeah, it's like, hey Joe, how are you doing today? Oh, just eating some inside. Like,
thinking of going to buy some blood. Oh, don't go through that door. There's a werewolf on the other side.
No, because werewolf would be part of the neighborhood. So they're like, hey werewolf, how you doing? They're like, we're fine. How are you? Oh, I'm fine. We're hunting. We're hunting hunters. Well, good luck with that. See you later. Say hi to Martha. You know?
Who's Martha?
I don't know. Wolf's wife, I guess.
Lives by himself.
What?
Wolf lives by himself in a tower.
How do you know?
Because we've been there.
How do you know that's where he lives? What? He lives in this neighborhood, Richie. I'm recounting you my path to work from this little neighborhood.
Where do you work?
The Healing Church. I'm a research assistant. I do ethics for them. Good morning. May I speak to the amygdala? So, did you get my email? I know it sounded a little strange, but this is what Lawrence is asking.
Okay, well, since you know all of your neighbors, who occupied / utilized it before, and who occupied / utilized it now?
Oh, damn, it's being turned around on me. Let's see, who occupied it before? There were a lot of like boomers living here, right?
Right.
And then they moved out. They got like houses on the countryside, Forbidden Woods or whatever. And then this is where millennials live, and we gave it a little more personality with the banners and the wells without water that go directly into the cement.
Yeah.
We improved it basically. Yeah. You know what? I like it. I take it back. Earlier I was giving it shit. I was like, oh, those aren't banners. No. Perfect banners, perfect personality. Look at these, like, they're like bags full of something all over. Well, it's actually snacks. It's actually like dried figs, dried fruit stuff you can just like grab and eat. And like
You can hear a party going on there.
Yeah, we have parties.
Yeah.
This is a great place. Everybody knows each other. Everybody loves each other. Nice scenery, some nice trees, classic architecture. You can even go down in the little alley, visit your local brain sucker. Like sometimes you feel like you have too much on your mind and you're like, I just need to get rid of some of the stress. So you're like, hey, could you suck some insight out, please? And it's like, okay. So the brain sucker is the local therapist.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sin.
That's all right.
So now the optional question is, what do we name this?
Well, you seem to have fallen in love with it. So what do you want to call it?
Okay. So how many streets are here? We got to figure out how many streets there are. So the street, the long street that goes from where you enter from the workshop where the beast was.
Yeah.
So that street will be the workshop street, I guess.
Right.
The workshop, the hunter workshop, old hunter workshop street. Okay.
But it's not. It's the church workshop.
No, but this is no, because we know our roots, okay? We know Gurman's workshop is there, okay?
Yeah.
So that's what we're going with the original workshop.
Okay.
Okay. So then there's the street, like you said, you can, as you exit, you can go left, right?
Right.
So this is another street. So it's a little like, okay. So when you go left and then you immediately go right to where the bagman is.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll call it what can we call this? Since we threw Bagman a party, so we'll call this Bag Street. Okay, there we go, Bag Street. But then, you know how you can continue it instead of turning right, you just go straight for like a couple of meters. You know what? This is another street. It's a little confusing, but that's how it is. It's like a little 2-meter street, and we'll call it.
We have one of those. We have one of those.
Yeah. Okay.
Go find it on Google Maps.
Awesome. So that's 2-meter street, and now we gotta. So now we're we moved forward a bit, and the elevator to lead us out of here is to the left. And so this is the other big street. Like, it's a fun, vibrant place to live. The millennials love it.
Yeah.
We throw parties. You know, like when something's cozy. Like, Richie, you're a fucking PhD. Think of a
Not
word
in
when something-
neighborhood nicknames.
Just any word that when something's small and cozy and just like warm and pleasant.
I don't know. Comfy? Village?
Party village! Oh my
Party
god,
village,
that's so
okay.
cute! Yeah, what do you think? Yeah?
Yep.
You like it?
Yeah. We just hit 40 minutes.
Okay.
That was What, Where, Why Locations of Bloodborne, Episode 3, Party Village.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you, sir. And thanks everybody for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye.